Vamos então para a nossa última luta. Bom, pessoal, antes eu gostaria de explicar. Essa luta deveria acontecer entre Eliezer Silva versus Petros Cabelinho, né? Semifinal. Luiz Francischinelli já está na final. Entretanto, Eliezer Silva se lesionou. Tivemos a luta reserva e o vencedor foi Matheus Gatti. E o Matheus Gatti também se lesionou. Isso fez com que Petros Cabelinho fosse direto para a final junto com Luiz Francischinelli. É a luta que teremos agora, a grande final do GP Super 8 Challenger peso meio médio. Que suba então ao ringue para o corner azul, Luiz Francischinelli.
Chega, vem.
A história se iniciou.
This is it, folks. This is the finals of the WGP Super 8 Challenger Grand Prix Tournament. We started with 8 men, and it has now come down to 2. And as very often happens in these kind of tournaments, expect the unexpected. This man, Luis Francischinelli, has won both of his bouts by knockout. Has this giant of a fighter for this weight division, 71.8 kilos and standing 198 centimeters tall. His opponents have not known how to deal with him, and he has taken nearly 0 damage during this tournament. He's completely fresh coming into the finals.
E a mãe tá paciente que estava quase louca, afoita pra que Deus curasse logo a sua moça. E como uma louça quebrada, lá estava recém-casada, desenganada, impossível de ser restaurada. No leito sem jeito pra profissionais da medicina.
Mais um milagre estava pra acontecer em sua vida.
E para o corner vermelho, Petros Cabelinho Freitas.
Muita fé em Deus, de Osasco pro mundo, é o menor MR. Olha aonde nós chegamos.
And here comes his opponent, Petros Cabelinho Freitas, the 20-year-old, 13-8 now in his career. He beat Enzo Sanchez in the quarterfinal and then did not have an opponent for the semifinals. There was nobody that was in good enough shape to fight this guy, so he basically got a free pass here to the finals. So both guys should be fresh, they should be ready, and you don't see that in these kinds of tournaments. Normally guys get dragged through the mud in their first 2 fights, but I really think that anything is possible here between these two as we take a look at the tail of the tape. Obviously, Petros Freitas much more experienced, but I don't think he's ever fought anybody before like Luis Francischinelli, who has that incredible height advantage. Freitas also a very tall fighter for this weight division, but seriously, 8 centimeters taller is Francischinelli.
Senhoras e senhores, essa é a hora da verdade. Que vença o melhor! A grande final do Super 8 Challenger WGP categoria meio médio. Luta prevista para 3 rounds de 3 minutos por 1 de intervalo. E no corner azul, este atleta, a cidade de Itu, São Paulo, equipe CDL, treinador Bazuca, idade 22 anos, altura 1,98 m, postura canhoto em seu cartel, 4 lutas, 4 vitórias por nocaute. Senhoras e senhores, Luis Francischinelli! E no corner vermelho, este atleta, a cidade de Araucária, radicado em Curitiba. Equipe World Strong Fight Team. Seu treinador é Ednei Pedroso. Idade 20 anos. Altura 1,90 m. Postura destro em seu cartel. 15 lutas, 13 vitórias, 6 por nocaute. Senhoras e senhores, Petros Cabelinho Freitas. Árbitro central, Orlando Rodrigues.
Can feel the tension building right now. You can feel the atmosphere changing as these two will fight it out to become the World Grand Prix Super 8 Challenger. Whoever wins this fight will be the #1 contender for the light middleweight champion, who is currently Bruno Gazzani. Two very, very tall fighters for this weight division, but none taller than Francischinelli. Man, this guy is a giant. It's like you put the, rope around his hands and feet and just stretched him in opposite directions. Pull this kid like a piece of taffy to stretch him out so long. You can hear those shots going in. See those long legs coming into play already. Keep your eyes on the knees of Francischinelli. This an all Brazilian final of the World Grand Prix. Daniel Austin here at ringside to call the action at WGP 49 from Guarapuava, Brazil. Ducks under that shot. Looking for the knee, blocked though. Big left hand goes in. These guys, whoa! Brawling all over the ropes now. You gotta be careful with really tall guys like that. Look at how his waist is basically equal with the top rope. You get somebody bent over backwards across the top rope who's that tall, and they're going right out of the ring. Up on the ropes again. Referee's got to be very careful in those kind of situations. Low kick, blocked. Oh, the left hand really went in that time from Freitas. Body kick goes in there from the Giant. Looks like he's having a little bit tougher time. Oh, got his back turned in the corner. And it is protect yourself at all times, but referee did jump in there pretty quickly. Big right hand now. This is the hardest fight, obviously. Oh, so far of the tournament for Francischinelli. Brings the head kick upstairs. Blocked on the forearms, I believe. Oh, looking for the left hand, but couldn't get it. So far, Freitas has done a great, whoa, that one may have been low. He's done a great job of taking the fight to the much taller opponent. Francischinelli with a rough first round. Take another look, folks. Ooh, look how he turned him slightly and then hit him with the left. So, 20-year-old Petros Cabelinho Freitas doing a great job against a much taller opponent. He's used to being the taller fighter at 190 centimeters. But really taking it to Francischinelli there in that first round. What an unusual pairing here in the finals. And of course, who could have predicted that Freitas would get a free pass to the finals without having to compete in a semifinal matchup. And when you think about it, it is basically even because Francischinelli knocked out his opponents so quickly in the quarterfinals and in the semifinals that he's also had a lot of time to recuperate, if he even needed to recuperate, or at least rest up and prepare himself for the finals. Now it's all going to come down to who is more talented, who's the better man on this day. Freitas is very easily, almost effortlessly, able to get inside on the big guy, and he's doing a lot of damage once he does get in there too. Pops him with a left hand right down the middle. Whoa, and out they go, I told you! They almost fell clear out of the ring that time. He almost actually hit his head on the ramp. I'd like to see a replay of that if we can. I think he went all the way over the top rope and went down to the floor and may have actually hit his elbow on the ramp. Or maybe he got his arm caught up in one of the ropes. I'm not sure. It all happened so quickly, but he's got something wrong, I believe, with his right arm or his right hand. I think it's his elbow because he does have all the tape on his elbow. Who knows? Let's see. Oh, let's get another look here now. Like I said, look at how his wrist, yeah, he goes all the way over the top rope there. I told you that things like that can happen, and it certainly did. He hit his right arm on the ramp. Uh-oh. Well, we're deep in the round number 2 now, and there's still a third round as well. These are the kind of things you got to deal with in a tournament situation. Oh my! Now his opponent almost goes out of the ring. And he almost hit him with the elbow. He almost hit his opponent. Now his opponent's rubbing his elbow right in his face right now. This fight getting out of control. You got to lay it all on the line in the finals. Look at these two. Punches upstairs by Freitas. Great low kicks by Francischinelli. Looking to utilize the knee now. That's what got him to the finals in the first place. Oh, he ran right into that left hand. Freitas is being hit by Francischinelli. I don't know how much power he's got left in his right arm because of that injury that he sustained. But he's got so many other great weapons. He's got the left still. He's got his knees. He's got his low kicks. Wait, and the referee really has his hands full here in this one. Oh, God! He just got powerbombed over the top rope! Holy cow! He may be unconscious on the outside of the ring. He hit like a ton of bricks on the floor. Look at this. He goes right over the top rope, bam! Right on the back of his head. It's for the second time now. I think whenever these two are by the ropes, the referee needs to get over there and steady those ropes for these fighters or call for a break, one or the other. This is a very dangerous situation here. Twice now that's happened. Oh, and a big left. What a shot that was. Holy cow. What a round that was. This fight completely out of control, and I love it. They take a look at the replays here. They went over the top rope, and on that second time that he went over the top rope, he smashed the back of his head right on that ring apron, that platform that goes around the ring. He just cleaned his clock. And here we go now, third and final round between these two. And the way this thing is going, I'd say anything is possible. In fact, it is actually good that they do have that platform surrounding the ring, because if they didn't, he would have gone over the top rope and then all the way down to the concrete floor, and then it would really spell disaster. Look at those lefts going in now from Francischinelli. Wait, this is such a unpredictable fight here. And they're battling. Come on, ref, get in there quick before they go out again. We don't need anybody else going overboard here. Look at that jumping kick. And another one, that one up to the head. You can tell, though, that that right arm, I think, is still really bothering the big guy here. Oh, he uncorks that knee. Freitas has really got to be careful of that knee. He's already had 2 victims of it earlier tonight, trying to make a third one of Petros Freitas. Feigns with the left. Low kick. You can see how tired now Freitas is. Doesn't have a whole lot of gusto. Looking for the knee. Oh my! Like laundry being hung out to dry. You got to think, too, that the ring is sort of like the third fighter in this contest, because the ring itself has done so much damage to these guys. You've got to fight with your opponent, and you've got to fight with the ring. Ooh, left hand, a sneaky left hand goes in over the top. The knee bounced off the elbows. That one went in. Oh, my. And he's just trying to throw him out of the ring now. Come on, ref. Get in there and do your job, for God's sakes. You can't let somebody throw somebody out of the ring. It's illegal. Oh, did he clock him that time? 30 seconds left now. Who will be the contender? Who will be the winner of the 8-man tournament? Just tosses him to the ring. Get some control in here, for God's sakes. Francischinelli still trying to use his best weapon, that knee. Both these guys exhausted here. It's the third fight of the night for Francischinelli and the second one for Freitas, and it will go to the judges. They will decide who will be the winner of the Super 8 Challenger Grand Prix.
A história do kickboxing mundial. São 20 anos de história.
Let's take another look here at highlights from this fight. Man, I'll tell you what, this was one for the ages, and this 8-man tournament certainly did not disappoint. What an exciting fight the finals was. Watch this one. Nearly hit his head again on the platform there. I think that once Freitas realized what was going on with the ropes, and he actually tried to use that to his advantage later on in the fight. I believe the judges have rendered their decision, and we will find out here in just a moment who will become the #1 contender to face Bruno Gazzani for the WGP Light Middleweight Championship of the World.
Vocês acabaram de assistir a grande final, Light Middleweight Challenger, Super 8, a 49ª edição do WGP aqui em Guarapuava. E o nosso grande campeão, por decisão unânime dos juízes, Petros Cabelinho!
He's done it! He has done it! Petros Freitas is your winner of the 2018 Super 8 Challenger Grand Prix Final. I'll tell you what, folks, this was an absolutely amazing tournament from start to finish. We've seen knockouts, we've seen action inside the ring, action outside the ring, action all over the place. We've seen brutal fights. People have become injured and not able to compete, but through it all, there is one man standing tall, and his name is Petros Cabelinho Freitas. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Daniel Austin for World Grand Prix Kickboxing. Good night, everybody.